following presentation of the National Football League.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, man out of the University of Washington. Here's Jake Browning.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Browning now. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big-time play for the Broncos. 55 yards on the game.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Dobbins. Touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
Here's Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Browning. This one complete to Higgins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
First down, Cincinnati.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
A carry here for Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll go play action with Hicks. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's Hicks. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, out is the rookie sixth-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 16 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
It is 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Browning. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andre Yosivas was the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it, so that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that one slip away.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. It's Bengals football here to begin this second quarter as they've got it Looking at 4th and less than a yard. Now Browning. That is caught. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals are on top. It's now 10-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. First down throw for Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Dobbins. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Broncos.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
A run with Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll give it to Dobbins. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down at about the 28, but move the chains. That's a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Bengals.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing, Browning. He'll find Andre Yusupov. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
It's on 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Back to throw, Browning. He'll step up and run. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
The tight end Fant in motion. On the carry is Perine. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Brandon Jones comes up with the stop. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Browning. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. He'll drop to throw. It'll be taken in by Samaje Perine.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Perine. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A huge play there for the Bengals. It's a gain of 34.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Samaje Perine, touchdown Cincinnati. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bengals will get out in front 17-7.
Broncos 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
2. Here's Dobbins. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Broncos.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. It is brought in the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Browning now. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He takes off. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Browning. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the 1st half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have the 1st crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He connects with Mims.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Has some room inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 10-yard line. It is a big play on first down. 33 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Nix. He's going to run it, and he will get into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Broncos will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll go up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Nick Bonito, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Browning. Yeah. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. There, maybe a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 38 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Now a give up the middle. And the Broncos have a 1st and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos tack on one more to their lead.
Bengals 17.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw, it's Browning. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The tight end Fant in motion. He'll get this to about midfield. Nick Bonito there for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Browning. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Back to throw, Browning. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing, Browning. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. That is caught. Finding Higgins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's in! Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and That's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals are able to edge a bit closer.
Bengals 24.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Pass caught, Gesicki on the right, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. Browning now. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Now Brown. A gain there of 15. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
On the ground, it's Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
They send Sutton in motion. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down. Nix got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get 4 here up to the 24-yard line.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Browning. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll look to throw yet again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Back to the air one more time. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they will indeed try to tack on 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? McLaughlin now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They're all set to punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Now Browning. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he will take this one in. 83 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will go up by 7.
Bengals 42, Broncos 35.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. McLaughlin now on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll get this up close to a 1st down as he stopped just shy of midfield.
The quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the 1st down at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. And the Broncos, 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
At the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. He connects with Mims. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. To throw, it's Browning. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Here's Browning. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. To return, it's Mims. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Jones now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. Gesicki, the man in motion. Back to throw, Browning. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Browning now. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Browning. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Now a first throw here in overtime. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
We're all set to kick this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. Browning. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll send their tight end left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. And now, since we are in overtime, all challenges come from the replay officials. So we will get another look at this one. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This one he's got to have. That's long enough, and it's good. On target from long range. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.